This is a modern reimagining of a LEGO spaceship from the 1970s. This is also a modern reimagining of a LEGO spaceship from the 1970s. Both are based on the exact same model, both are LEGO, and both came out in the 2020s. The Galaxy Explorer is from the now titled Classic Space theme that's been coming out since the 1970s. This particular ship has been remade and remodeled a dozen times across the decades. In 2022, this was made for the 90th anniversary of LEGO, but before that, 2 years prior, this was made just because. Popcorn buckets aren't anything new. It's usually made out of paper, and it's just the thing you eat popcorn at movie theaters and pay way too much money for. But occasionally, with a lot of main movie releases, specialty buckets are printed out and sold for even more money that you can collect. Disney has taken that to an extreme, and not with the movies, but with their parks. This is a popcorn bucket that you could buy at Disney. It has a whistle. This is another popcorn bucket you can buy at Disney. Not only is there a compartment for popcorn, the door opens up, the figure comes out, and then it lights up. This is a popcorn, but this is made to hold popcorn to eat. This is also a popcorn bucket. It's a fully modeled AT-AT from Star Wars. It fits popcorn, it has blasters, the legs move, and these aren't even the craziest ones. In Japan, they go wild with them. Popcorn buckets at Disney are crazy. Popcorn buckets with LEGO, not so much. Despite having amusement parks that are almost as well known as the Disney parks, Legoland doesn't quite hold up anywhere near Disney parks and their theming and their merchandise. If you ever find yourself in Legoland, Florida, you'll be lucky to find this. Just a normal bucket that kind of looks like a sandcastle, but it's actually not. They just do it so it stacks on other lids a bit easier. But this is the kind of bucket that they occasionally use. It's a proper bucket. It has a handle. This is boring. This is worse than what you can find at movie theaters, and movie theaters have been stepping up their game, sure, but usually, at least it's a better design than just Hallmark Santa Claus. And this is if you're lucky. In the New York Legoland, the last I heard, they don't have any buckets of any variety. They have some novelty cups sometimes, which is like $20 for a refillable thing that only has a generic print, kind of like this, but for drinks. But in California, sometimes things are a little bit nicer. This one was made in 2020 to go along with the LEGO Movie Land in the LEGO California park that is kind of exclusive there. They have sets from the LEGO movies there, as well as a lot of rides that aren't really in the other parks. The theming there is probably the best out of all of them that I've experienced thus far. And they also have the best popcorn buckets I've experienced thus far. Being based on Benny's Spaceship, it's not exactly the Galaxy Explorer, but when Benny's Spaceship was based on the Galaxy Explorer, it's the Galaxy Explorer. The lanyard's not anything special, but the back door does open up. It obviously could fit plenty of minifigures, as well as popcorn, and it has rockets hanging off of it, which alone makes it way better than most LEGO sets in general since they won't touch weapons. You can also take the lid off, and it looks much, much more streamlined if you do that. You just have to be a little bit careful because these brackets are not great. It is a Legoland product after all. It doesn't always hang to the same standards as just normal Lego. There's no real comparison between the two. This is a Dollar Tree sandcastle mold, while this is almost at the same level as Disney and creativity. Not quite the quality though. But this, despite being as cool as it is, doesn't come anywhere near what Legoland Japan is pumping out. A submarine based on the submarine ride. The dragon based on the original dragon piece, also the roller coaster, looks awesome. They even have it in pink, and there's a black and chrome purple. Chrome purple, I can't find the picture of it because these things are not widely known about, but it does exist and it looks sick. Leave it to Japan to make a square-shaped Lego firefighting truck popcorn bucket. Now for all those classic space fans out there that are now concerned that they don't have a complete collection of Lego Classic Space, don't worry. It was a limited time release and they probably will never do it ever again. And it was only in California. And no one really knows or talks about it. Good luck hunting.